house is haunted. Um, I wanted to go over a couple things and touch up on the Corvalis as of last video. I learned some new things about that plane since the last video, and also I bought a Vision Jet and I spent pretty much all weekend studying the interior of that plane and learning how to use that. But this video we're going to go with the Corvallis because I had some more things to show on that. And also I wanted to show you guys how you unlock more map without actually flying there. So as you can see, the map is kind of opened up in little circles. And my pilot's actually down here in Florida, and all my planes right now are up here. Now, so I'll show you. So let's see the map. Let's say I wanted to unlock the map over here. It is going to cost you a little bit of money, but what you do is you want to zoom in and let the map load up, and you need to find an airport. Now, see, they're loading in. So it's by Springfield, and you can zoom in to see like kind of more details on the airport. So if I go like that, click on that, and if I hit fast travel, so that's going to cost me. My guy's in Florida, so he's flying back up north towards my planes. So 3780. And now as you can see, let's see, back out. Now I have this whole circle unlocked, and then jobs will start appearing. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. I just learned that. Right now, this is my Corvallis. So if I click on that, and I'm still learning now that I got multiple planes. I think it will pull the closest plane to that job, but you can also transfer your other plane over there if you got for the same business. And I also wanted to show you guys this. So if you got companies, when you have all your planes, the more planes you have, and you invest your money, and the more pilot crews you have assigned on, you click on your plane, it says assigned pilot. So that means it'll be making income for you while you're offline. And what I've been told is that you can leave them all on, and then when you fly that plane or helicopter or whatever you're flying, then you get to use it. So you can leave all your planes on like that, for passive income. Okay, so we are down in Springfield. Okay, so let's see. Click on this one. Fortunately, it's not going the other way because my plane is over there. So if I hit, these have been pretty brutal. It's telling me I got 20 knots of wind. We might crash right off the bat. Yeah, the weather's been just brutal. That's on my departure. So if I click all the way to the bottom, what do we got here? 14 knots. So yeah, the wind is just a dandy right now. Okay, so here it is. Transfer closest aircraft. So that it'll transfer the closest aircraft to that job. But you can choose to transfer. It'll ask you to, on that screen we just saw, you can transfer your other planes in the same business anyways. Okay, so just check my fuel. We got way more than enough. I'm not even going to bother fueling it up. And fuel in this plane is actually one thing I'm going to show you guys, because this Corvalis only draws from a left or a right tank. Unlike the Skyhawk, you can have it draining from both tanks. So basically what happens is if you're going to become unbalanced if you're just draining from one tank. So alright, let's get this thing ready to go. And just take off the bateau. Oh, if you push right trigger, R2, you can run, if you didn't know. So here's just regular speed. If I hold R2, speeds it up a lot. Anyways, let's get in the plane.
Ground service. This is flight HHR 6311 parking 4. Clear to start passenger boarding.
Understood, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
Sir, I wish you a good flight on behalf of First Class Wings.
Any chance we can speed up the flight, Captain? Got an important thing in Twin Lakes waiting for me. Thanks, appreciate it.
Passenger, Mr. Leslie.
I'll need to make some calls. I hope the signal will hold up. If you can make sure it's good, I'd really appreciate it, Captain. Thanks.
Have a nice flight.
And I'm not sure what our altitude is going to be for this flight, so I'm just going to set it roughly estimate of 4,800, and we'll see. Let's hit the CDI. That's from the localizer to GPS. And yeah, what I noticed is also on some other planes, like the Vision Jet I bought, it won't be called GPS. It'll still light up purple. It's is it FMS or something like that? But it's the same type of feature. So anyways, here's my fuel selector, left to right. Now if we look here, let's zoom in on over here. As we can see, this tells me my right level of my right tank and my left tank, and right now they're like very equal. So when you're flying for a while and you notice, oh well, I'm draining my left tank a lot, then you can just switch to your right, keep it balanced out that way. So it's one thing I learned. And also, since the last I wasn't thinking about going up altitude, I was concentrated on all the other stuff. I was relaying to you guys how to use all that stuff. But anyways, here we have our de-icers. Now it has the propeller, the airframe, which seems to work fine. Your pitot heat, pitot, and then what else do we got? This is kind of hard to get to sometimes. See, right now it's telling me, what does it say? 9 degrees? It says right here I have a windshield de-icer. A lot of people I noticed said it was broken, kind of, where the ice seems to still stay on the windshield. That's the only unfortunate thing I've found. But like here, where is it? Okay, it's at 9. It's just hard to get in the right place. If I hit auto, as you can see now it says 70 degrees. So I don't know if that does anything. And now it's currently 5 degrees, so it's going to be cold. Fahrenheit, that is. So I am just going to slap on pitot heat and de-icing, because very, very cold and way under freezing. And then, even though if this doesn't work, I'm still going to keep that on. Glitching out of the, okay, reset.
Charlie 6-5 traffic. November 87368 is taxiing to runway 28. Charlie 6-5.
And let's see. See if this one has it. Vertical navigation mode. Okay, yeah, that's one other thing. When you look at your flight plan, and near the end of your hold on. There we go. So I'm trying to grasp this, but I haven't tried it yet. Vertical navigation. Anyways, when you're at, let's zoom out. When you're near the end of your run, there'll be a top of descent. It'll say TOD. You know what? I'm not even going to mess around with that. Anyway, top of descent. That's when you are going to be using your vertical navigation mode. I've been studying on it, but I haven't tested it. So I've been trying to grasp and wrap my head around that, so I can do the descent if I'm still using my autopilot and all that. Basically more control towards the end of the run instead of descending and doing everything manually at the end. So I've been doing some studying on that.
Sir, on behalf of our cabin staff, we would like to welcome you on board flight HHR 6311 bound for Twin Lakes. Our flight time will be 27 minutes. We expect an on-time departure, and we're currently ready for takeoff. I will keep you informed of any key updates as we go through the flight. Thank you. Charlie 6-5 traffic, November 87368. Taking off runway 28. Departure to the west, Charlie 6-5.
Yeah, and also if I don't know if I guys told you that last episode, but here the GS, that's our ground speed for taxiing. And it's a little tough to see because it's pretty small, even as I'm jammed up next to my TV, but that's where you find it.
Good afternoon, sir. This is your captain speaking. On behalf of First Class Wings, I would like to welcome you on board flight HHR 6311 bound for Twin Lakes. Estimated flight time to Twin Lakes is 27 minutes. To prepare for takeoff, please ensure your seat belt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you, and get ready for a wonderful flight.
Yeah, I love this airplane. The only thing I don't like, obviously, is that when I got my windshield de-icer on, it's not de-icing the windshield, which is the only thing. Otherwise, I love the rest of this plane. And probably it's something they need to fix, because obviously if there's a window de-icer, the ice should be melting right off it. So oh, we were going way fast on the runway there. I somehow didn't get a taxi where I was going 32 knots. Usually over 25, and that's a no-no. Oh, that's what I forgot. Now let's put on my parking brake here for a second. I need to adjust my engine propeller. I think like 91.4 would be good. See if my RPMs max out at 91.4. It was close. But nope. I have her pegged and she is not damaging the piston, so that's good. Oops. Wasn't paying attention to my plane. I was looking at my flaps. Okay. I'm like, oh, they are out. Okay, so let's do our contacts.
Approach. November 87368 is type. 1 miles west of Charlie 65, 1100. Request flight following.
November 87368. Approach. Squawk tree 727.
Squawk tree 727, tree 68.
Tree 68. Radar contact 2 miles west of Charlie 65, 2000. Altimeter tree 027.
Okay, well, let's contact again.
Tree 68.
Request IFR.
Approach. November 87368. 2 miles west of Charlie 65, 2700. Request IFR to 5 Kilo 6. Ready to copy.
Okay, so
November 87368 is cleared
hold on.
from Kilo 6 Airport as filed. Squawk tree 727.
10,000. Acknowledge.
November 87368. Cleared to 5 Kilo 6 Airport is filed. Squawk tree 727.
Tree 68, read that correct. Radar contact 4100. Altimeter tree 026 turn. Left heading tree 25. Resume navigation. Climb and maintain 10,000.
Okay. And if you guys are new and you missed what I did there, I went over it on my last video.
Turn left heading tree 25. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 10,000. Tree 68.
Tree 68 contact Chicago Center on 135.9.
Okay, so I think I can raise this up to, let's try 92.7. That will probably be, oh, acknowledge handoff.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Everything's set up there, so it should go pretty quickly. I give you a call. Can you send me the driver's number again? I forgot it when I left. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Tree 68, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I acknowledge I have no transmissions. But anyways, yeah, in the last video, guys, I went over how to set up on this plane. Yeah, you gotta hit your CDI to GPS mode. And what I did was hit vertical speed mode, and then I adjusted how many feet per minute I wanted to climb. And I set it to 1200. We intercepted the glide path when I had autopilot on, and then hit navigation mode, and it took over and is doing the climb and keeping us on our path. As you can see, it's not going to line up exactly from your little map up here, but it will line up and everything will be just perfect. So let's pull up. Now that we're flying, this would be a good test for the ice. As last video, I forgot to turn my pitot heat on and everything, and froze up the systems. Ice was breaking. I wasn't switching my fuel tank from left to right, totally unbalanced. Estimated time of arrival to the next waypoint here is 15.2. Estimated time, actually that might be, yeah, it is. And then this is our distance here, 35.6 nautical miles. And yeah, when I was, inform passengers, cruise status.
We are currently cruising at an altitude of 8,200 feet at an airspeed of 200 knots. It's 1:21, and are expecting to land in Twin Lakes approximately at 2:15 local time. Current temperature of 0 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Oh, I can pull up my wind with the PFD option. See what we're at. 43 knots up here, that's a lot of wind. Heading at 292. Alright, let's check the temperature. Okay, it's minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. That is super cold. And we are at 10,000 feet. I'm not noticing any ice buildup at the moment. So here's our next waypoint there, then it'll be there. Okay, so let's check our fuel tank. And right now you can see the right tank is slightly lower than the left. It's still very close. That's one thing you got to keep an eye on. because right now we are on the right, so I could click it over right now if I want. Not to off, to left, to left. Yeah, don't shut your fuel off. That's not good. So now it'll be draining from the left, keeping us balanced out there. Our mixture could probably be changed. We got our flow here, which I didn't even mess with yet. Yeah, let's turn this down to like 90. Maybe get a little more RPM out of this. A little bit. We are going pretty fast. We're going 191, going on 192 knots, so could probably take that mixture back a little bit. Let's take it down to like roughly like 80% right now. Oh, it's probably not super correct, but it'll work. But anyways, yeah, I was trying to grasp on the top of descent and using autopilot to do all that, but I haven't tried it. I haven't tested it, but I was watching one on the Vision Jet. I didn't watch one, but it's all the same concept for this plane. But he did switch his, it would be the CDI button here, but to the green localizer 1. Once he had his vertical navigation mode on and chose, when you choose your vertical speed mode and you choose, you know, minus so many, change your altitude heading down, that altitude select, and then once he got close to the runway, he switched it to the green localizer over there, and then he hit approach mode, which this plane does have. So there's, yeah, that's one thing I need to test yet. I was studying on it, how to use approach mode, so all has to do with your top of descent, getting everything down automatically. And on that video, I don't know, he had to switch to the green localizer to use approach mode. I'm not sure if that's the case with every plane, but anyways, let's check out the view. I'm not having any ice problems right now. And my windshield isn't all full of ice. So I don't know. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe you just need to have the cabin like I did here. Maybe you need to have it set to warm temp and then turn on your, it's right under that propeller. It's really hard to get to, but if you move over a little bit, looks like a little defrost symbol, just like on your car windshield de-ice. So I had this on since we took off, and it's currently minus 13. I have no ice. Got my airframe de-ice on, propeller de-ice, pitot heat on for our airspeed. Well, I broke another record. I haven't been 10,000 feet in this plane yet. I think what we'll do is we'll try to turn up sim rate ×2 so we don't run this video super long, because I was talking awfully a lot in the beginning. So let's turn our sim rate up. It's not glitching out. What do you mean fly to... I went past BABUU. Uh-oh. Something ain't right, guys.
Hi, Madam. Michael on the phone. Yes, I'm available now for a short debriefing. Can you... Oh, great. Lost the signal.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe the sim rate glitched out. I could not get the waypoint to trigger, so I had to hold the interaction and skip to descent. I did fly back and flew over it again, but it just wouldn't register, so we had some technical difficulties. Anyways, where the heck am I? The final's over there. I'm lost. As we skipped right to descent. And yeah, I was like diving down at super high speeds, trying to get that waypoint to register. And the client was saying, "What's going on? This is really scary." So I don't expect, after those technical difficulties, to get much of a grade, but oh well. Stuff happens. There's our runway. I'm never worried about getting slowed down enough with this plane because of the air brakes. The R1 and triangle. Feels like the wind is blowing. Oh! 27 knots, yeah, I feel it. Alright, let's loop around to the final. But yeah, I didn't get any ice buildup or anything. So that was good. I have faith in my speed brakes. I'm not worried. But yeah, I really love this plane. I flew a whole bunch of planes today for flight seeing, and I tested all these like light planes, and it was pretty fun. Although I didn't buy one yet, and I know flight seeings don't make much money, but who doesn't want to do flight seeing on like a tropical island? So it's one reason why I want it. Anyways, all right, let's cut her down. Air brakes, flaps. Release the air brakes. Another thing of flaps. I'm all over the place, kind of rusty. But I think we'll be okay. I was all over the place there. Some things went wrong, but I just wanted to show you guys. And my hold short's back there. I remember this. Show you guys what I learned. I was going to try the approach and vertical navigation to the top of the descent to test it after all that studying, but missing that waypoint not registering took us right into the descent, so kind of messed up that opportunity for this video. Yeah, it's always something like my windshield. Hey, it didn't build up any ice, and the de-icer and everything was working, and then and then all of a sudden it was the waypoint registering. Maybe I don't know. I dived down to a lower altitude to see if it was like altitude or what, but I think it was just glitched out, to be honest.
Already arrived? Time flies. I even wrapped up my work. Will totally recommend this company.
Well, due to the technical difficulties and me diving down in a crazy dive bomb with him in the back, after I quit recording from the first snip, I don't expect much. Yeah, he got really scared, so he only gave me a 28%. That was due to missing that waypoint not registering and me trying to turn around and get back at it, but stuff happens. And I'm gonna end that video here, guys. So just wanted, decent pay. Just wanted to show you guys those few things about the Corvalis with the de-icing, all the de-icers and temp control, and yeah, and balancing your fuel. So okay, guys, it's your host Haunted signing off. We'll see you in the next one.